let's crack on, shall we? I'm giving up trying to sort out the lighting in here. There's nothing I can do, so I'm afraid you're just going to have to put up with all this silly flashing in the background. It's either this or I shut the curtains, put the light on, and everything is yellow and horrible. Not ideal. So this week I come to you with a couple of bits. Not much, because let's face it, I've been spending too much money the past few weeks. At the back end of that Sainsbury's sale, I thought I might as well make the most of a couple of cheaper bits. So I've got a couple of Cyberverse figures to complete my Wave 2. Mud Flap. Herp-a-derp-a-derp. This thing is, look at its face. Bloody camera, I can't even make that out. It's so horrible. I'm not surprised that when he was in the box, it's packaged in such a way that his face isn't readily visible. It's so goddamn ugly, and then they've painted his eyes blue and he just, I don't know, it looks like some sort of fish thing. It's awful. It's horrible. But the rest of him's not too bad. His vehicle mode's quite nice. And for some reason, on this panel that's like what his head's attached to, the roof of the car, we've got like little details in there that you might just be able to see, like that, little circular bits. And what are they meant to be? Are they, I don't know, fake wheels or jetpack boosters? I like to think they're his subwoofers for vehicle mode. That's how he blasts out all his ghetto tunes. But of course, to complete Wave 2 it means I had to get another Bumblebee repaint, which, to be honest, I'm not bothered by. I think I've now come to terms with the fact I'll probably end up owning most of this mould. This is my 4th version of it. I like it. I'm not really that bothered. What I am bothered by is the fact it's another bloody Bumblebee. I had like 2 in the space of a week. Oh Christ. I said I wouldn't get any more, but he's got a hand for holding guns this time. So those were the bits I bought. I did open my Universe 2-pack. So we got Storm Surge, and to be quite honest, I think he's a bit poo. He's just got all this back stuff for his whole flip out torpedoes gimmick. He's got a really tiny head, a really thin torso, gigantic feet, and these gobby like lobster claw hands. What? And then he's meant to like hold this completely square gun. It looks rubbish. Oh, this is the figure I bought the set for because he's a Cybertron repaint, and that's what I've been wanting. But his arms are so crap. It's like if you bend his elbow, he has to hold his gun in a cap popping fashion. And it doesn't look like a gun at all. This looks like some weird contraption Jack Kirby would draw. Loads of stuff fizzing out the end of it or something. It's not a gun. Oh dear. It's a good job that his cyber key gimmick is pretty passable and fun, even though it does feel like you're sort of pulling the whole back end off when you take the key out. And his vehicle mode's a nice hovercraft, and it's the first one I've got, so I don't know. At least he's got some knees though. That's better than Scattershot. So I find myself actually liking Air Raid a hell of a lot better. He's a really nice repaint, and he's a repaint of a figure I've already got. I shouldn't like this that much, but I really do. These colours seem to work really well somehow. He's got red eyes, but it just looks cool. All this sort of khaki camo against the grey. He does look really good. I mean, yeah, he lacks a bit of articulation, but at least he looks good just standing there. Storm Surge does not. So, you can probably understand why I've been looking at like universe figures on eBay this week and just thinking I really want to get them, because this set hasn't really been what I wanted it to be. I think this week will go down in history as the week of retarded, derpy robots. I wonder why I bought them, because I really don't know now. Stupid plastic robots aside, this week has also yielded some other bits in the form of print publications. I finally caught up on Chaos. My dad sent me a load of new comics, so I've now got all these. And yes, I've already read them, of course I have. Every comic I get I read as soon as I get it. I'm quite happy with Chaos, to be honest. Didn't think the Earth side of the story would be that good, but it's quite good. You've got some sort of police detective action in there, which sort of fits a Prowl-centric story. But the actual stuff on Cybertron's obviously where it's at. The art is so much better, and you've got those more characters there, and it's all big stuff with Galvatron. That's what I like. I just don't really see how they're going to continue the comic with absolutely no stories on Earth, though. It's just going to be like War for Cybertron, never ending. I mean, it's good, but then you've not really got any point to them being Transformers anymore, because there's no disguise, and they're not going to have Earth vehicle modes because they're not going to be on Earth. I'll see how it goes. I'll definitely buy it. I mean, to be honest, I've got every issue of the ongoing now, apart from the first one. Yeah, I know it hasn't been the best series. Mike Costa should just stick to G.I. Joe or whatever he was doing before. And I'm glad that James Roberts is going to be taken over, because he's like, to be honest now, I think he's the best writer around. Simon Furman's stuff's getting a bit old. Sorry, Baldy. And before I go, I'll let you have a look at Storm Surge's best mode, a toilet. Can't really seem to do it again, so I'll just let you have a look at this picture. That's all for now, folks.